How's it going, everybody? My name is the Furry Green Wolf, and welcome back to yet another time-lapse tutorial video. Today we are going to work on making more fur out of the patterns and making sure that everything is glued. But without further ado, let's get into it right now. As you can see, I'm now working on the lower jaw. Somehow I have fastened it a little bit more with some hot glue. Yeah, I'm actually doing putting everything down with hot glue. My tip for you is make sure to sew it all together, all pieces of fur together before you do this. When you have enough time. The problem is I didn't have enough time for that. If I had, I would have done that too. Because the problem what you now get is you can see a lot of seams, which is, in my opinion, not sort of the best thing to see. You see a lot of, you see the edges of the fur that you cut down. Because the fur there is a little bit shorter because of cutting it. And you see the seams a lot better that way. So before you do that and you have enough time, then just sew them all together on the sewing machine. Make sure you have extra fur, so you cut, when you cut your fur via your patterns, make sure to cut a bit extra fur, trim that down till nothingness, and then overlap it with the other fur so you can sew it in a zigzag formation. Here busy with just trimming down some bits like I said, but it's that I didn't have enough time for it, or else I would have done it also, because it looks way nicer when you just sew it together and then just put it on like a sock or whatever you want to it, because the jaw will then be connected to each other, and now you have the two pieces of fur of the jaw that are not connected in any way, shape or form, and that's really annoying because you want them to be together, so you cannot see the piece of fur over there. Also, the pieces of fur where a horn is needed, make sure to not glue those on yet, because my tip for that is make sure there's a hole in it so you can put the horn through the hole. What I'm doing now is making some holes for the nose holes, and just put a piece of black foamies that I also use to the eyes, put behind it, and then make sure it looks like a nose. Yeah, there's not gonna be a lot of talking on the subject of the fursuit head. It's gonna be mainly about what's going to happen tomorrow. Also, this is the second to last video of the tutorial / time-lapse series. It was a lot of fun to do. I must say, this is my first time narrating or voicing something, so it's a little bit weird to see myself doing it and then voice over it. So yeah, but I quite like it, and now with my new graphics card in my PC, I may also do it for the Sims 4, just like SimSupply does. I'm not sure if I have the time for this, but if I do, I would probably do it. I'm also going to buy soon, hopefully a new mic, a professional mic with mic stand and everything, because I'm now using my mic of my headphones, which are quite good, but not as good as I want them. So yeah, about tomorrow, yeah, I'm going to a convention / anime fair, like I said before, and I'm actually gonna take my squeaker with me. It's gonna be a long journey, because I need to go from where I live to Amsterdam. I'm going with a few friends also, so we're halfway. I'm just keeping on my fursuit head, and halfway at the meeting point we all get together, and then we are gonna have a lovely time. I'm also gonna um, have some fun with it on the train stations and everything. I hope there are a lot of children that I can have some fun with, because I've seen a lot of YouTube videos on the furry community as of late, and I see that children are loving the whole the furry fursuit shit and everything. And I really hope that's gonna be the same with me. I'm also gonna buy myself some coffee. Or at least a friend of mine is gonna buy it when I'm standing next to him. So it's like I'm standing there awkwardly with a fursuit head on, and I'm be like, I'm not gonna say shit. I'm just making weird noises and be like, I want that type of coffee on that size, and he's gonna be like, yeah, he wants this and this. Also, thanks again to my friend Joe, my British friend Joe, for making me the badge of Squeaker, because boy, I love it. I really love it. It's amazing. The art style of your badge is beautiful, and I'm just full on happy with it, because I was like, yeah, I actually need a badge, and I didn't have the money to commission one. And he was like, yeah, I maybe can make one for you. And I'm like, oh, if you would do that for me, you would be fucking the man. So thank you, Joe, because without you, I wouldn't have my freaking badge. So yeah, thanks a lot, mate. Yeah. Oh, there goes there goes almost my head. I'm now just cutting out some patterns on a piece of cardboard, because we didn't have the hard paper anymore, which sucked. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be really awesome. After this, there's gonna be one more part with me making the rest of the fursuit done. Also, like you can see on the pattern, there are some crosses on it. That means there is gonna be a hole for the horns, because this is his cheek, and on his cheek he has two medium-sized horns. The placement of these horns are a bit meh. I'm not quite happy with the placement of the horns, but I must say the horns are quite unsymmetrical. None of the horns are the same. So yeah, that's also a thing. Like I am now doing, I'm making holes and everything just to make sure the right horn fits at the right pattern. But yeah, again, my experience in making a fursuit, I now fully understand what people are going through when they get a commission for these things, and I'm like, holy shit, I have so much respect for them. It's like, I now know how difficult it is to make a fursuit, and I'm like, I don't understand how you do it, but you do a awesome job at it. I've seen some fursuits from Mischief makers and everything. And I'm like, holy shit, you guys, you are awesome. And one day I will have enough money to let Squeaker be made via a commission. Yeah, but until that time, I would have to do it with this time. But that's it for this video. Yeah, not much of a tutorial video this time. More of a catch up and updates video on what's gonna happen. Also, there are gonna be videos from tomorrow. So don't you worry, I will vlog a bit. I'm not good at vlogging, so don't expect too much of it. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Until that, take good care of yourself.